Look, I tried to just, hey, it's your girl Red Diamond, and this is coming to you live. Talk is tea. And every video we do, we're not going to be like super dressed up to oblivion. We're going to be doing so much stuff, and you're going to be seeing me in so many different capacities that it's okay to see, sister girl in her glasses and her scarf chilling, you know what I'm saying? Check out them eyebrows. It's hers. If I got money for like a question that somebody asks me all the time, like, how do you get your eyebrows like that? And when I tell them like I was born with my eyebrows, nobody will believe me. And I get them from my dad. That's the funny part. My daddy had the high eyebrows, not my mama. Um, so today is just one of these low key content kind of things. Uh, and we'll be touching base on different stuff. Like, we'll have us an eyebrow class, some of the stuff that I use. And it'll probably be like $3 to get into the class. And then I will give you all of the tips of what I do to get lit as fuck eyebrows, even without all that extra concealer stuff and makeup stuff and stuff like that. Just how to basically get your eyebrows lit AF. Because everybody doesn't have like a big eyebrow base to work with. Everybody doesn't have the big, like me, I have naturally long eyebrows to work with. Everybody does not have that. Hi, kids. Hello. And you'll see her. She'll be in and out. She's actually designing like a dope logo for me that I am more than excited about. Like, how much better can life get when your kid makes your logo and your kid's like a super dope artist? It's gonna be a little ratchet, it's gonna be a little girly, it's gonna be a little glittery, it's gonna be a little goony, but it's gonna be all us. Because really, like, when I think about like Red Diamond, Talk is Tea, I think about glitter, I think about pretty, I think about boss chicks. We're gonna say chicks because back then we could say, but YouTube has changed, so we're gonna say chicks. And it's just so many branches off. I can't even like tell you guys half the stuff, because if I tell you, then y'all might try to copy me. A. B. Legal Zoom is my best friend, so let me tell you that right now. I have sayings that I say like every day is a new day to do something great. I own that. Y'all can use it, but I own it. I own it. So if y'all end up putting that stuff on some shirts or something, y'all better cut a sister $1. Just different things. But anywho, what I'm here to talk about today is one of my all-time favorite people I have come to discover, and that is Flame Monroe. And I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the tea. I don't know if you guys have been like watching what's going on. I wish I had like we get in there. My management, we are getting to the point where I could have popped a picture of her, him, us right there, and we would have all knew exactly who I was talking about. But they are starting a storm in the LGBTQIA BCDEFG community. So I just want to make sure I covered everybody, because I mean I had to take at my job, I had to take like this cultural course, right? And some of the stuff that they were coming up with, I'm like, I pray to God like I never have to use that, because I would fail, and not intentionally fail. It's just that you have to allow your brain at some point, say like if you're in your 30s like me or something like that, to Your name is Susan Carrera, but you want me to call you Mr. Susan Carrera while Mrs. Todrick Jones is 9 months pregnant, and that's your wife. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it. Like, it's all good. It is what it is. But I think the sensitivity level with so much stuff going on in the community and so much activism that's having to be fought for in the community, that Flame came at the right time. Flame was the voice of the people who were saying, hey, hold on, wait a minute. I get you. I respect your movement. I respect you being transgender. I respect female to male. I respect male to female. Hell, I didn't even know cisgender meant like me. Like, if somebody was like, you know, now they say, well, she's a cisgendered woman. I didn't even know that meant that just meant me, you know. So because of the sensitivity, because of the crimes, because of the ignorance that's out here now, it's a group of people like us, like me, that Flame gave a voice to. The people that accidentally made a mistake. The people that are actually trying to learn, that are actually enamored and wanting to spread awareness and be on you guys' side and live in peace and harmony. But everything is so culturally sensitive to the point to where y'all done annihilated our learning curve, all because some dude who may realize that you may be in your process of of transitioning from a male to a female. He may realize that and still proceed to address you as a man or one of the dudes, whereas that's a douche, for one. Whereas somebody else may honestly be trying to learn or using it as an opportunity of acceptance to teach their children. And so I really, I would love, like, I think in a perfect world, I am going to work my butt off and I'm going to will it to myself to where I can sit down and have a conversation with Flame and really ask Flame some questions. And actually, one of the bloggers that I mentioned before, she got to interview Flame. And I don't get jealous of my soul sisters. I'm just like, can you plug his sister up though, please? And let him know that we need the writer on a budget. But to ask those questions, because Flame has even ruffled feathers within the transgender community. The transgender community is getting to the point to where they're saying, hold on, wait, brother, you're not transgender. You fluid. You go with the flow. Because Flame makes no secret that Marcus, who is Flame's name, pimps the flame in her. But at the end of the day, he very much plans on using his peen to do manly things to a woman. And he likes women that are transitioning to men. He likes masculine women, like women like Miss Cleo from Set It Off, or like when I knocked y'all over. Or like when on Set It Off when Jada cut her hair at the end. Like in that interview on the Breakfast Club, he's about to pop a cork talking about that one. So they had really turned his motor over. And I'm just so taken aback by it. Like, their whole fight is to tell me how not to identify. But when you have someone that is saying to you, hey, yeah, I am transgender. By day, I'm dad. Yeah, my kids know I got titties, but they know I'm their daddy. I go to their PTA meetings regular. I wear big shirts. I don't draw no attention to myself. I put on this wig. I do what I got to do so Marcus can cash this check. But at the end of the day, I like to sleep with women. And really, he say some funny stuff because he was like, y'all think I'm playing. I'm a whole man under here. He was like, I got 2 kids the same age. I had 2 baby mamas pregnant 9 months apart. Tell me that ain't a whole nigga. Whole nigga. But people so quick to like. And so he, you know, Tiffany Haddish, he got in cool with Tiffany Haddish. Him and Tiffany, from my understanding, have like a pretty like honest, budding relationship. And Tiffany had promised him like, yo, when I make it, I'm coming back for you because you hot, you know. And she kept her word to that, in which they're on Netflix. And so I was watching a couple of shows, which I will not mention because she don't want to get sued. But she ain't afraid to read. Know that. So if you know who I'm talking about, you can come on over. But you ain't gonna leave the same, baby. So anyway, and I like both shows. I like both shows, to be honest. But to hear how, because he spoke his truth, because he agreed with Dave Chappelle on some stuff, which was his opinion, which may have been some truth in the community, like they are really cringing at him. For what? For what? Because he's speaking on his experience. He's like one of the Martin Luther Kings of like transgender, you know? Is that a word? Or drag? I'm not trying to be offensive, but like I'm still learning. I'm like one of those learning, like I'm in a learning space. Y'all can drop the comments below. I know what not to say. I know that. Just like I know what some good other people might not needs to say. But they're almost, you know what, y'all? Well, I'm here. I'm gonna just go ahead and do one eyebrow for you. And then when I post the link for this lit AF eyebrow class, don't be acting like y'all don't want to do it. Y'all see my husband's side of the office? Wait till y'all see my side. Y'all gonna be like, they're 2 different people. But it's a good way. It's like, trust me. If we was one and the same, child, it'd be a different world. Hold on, I'm just getting some stuff together. But please, community, help me understand what's going on in y'all's community right now. Like, the gay men is mad. The lesbians is mad. The transgenders is hella mad. They ain't even paying Malik Yoba no smoke. Malik Yoba said he's trans attracted. Just say you like women to put on strap-ons sometimes when they screw you. I mean, you ain't got to make it all political. Everybody know where Man G-Spot is. Ain't no secret. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But I think that thing with Malik was like a little bit of hot garbage. I'm glad that he can, acknowledge the beauty in both. And I do think there is a beauty to being a woman, and it's a beauty to being a man, and it's a beauty to being a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some bad bitches, ladies, not that word. I've seen some bad ladies where I had no clue that they were men. And I think that when, say, like a transgender person and a straight person gets to arguing, or say like a transgender man turning into woman gets to arguing, they automatically like, oh, well, you'll never be this. You'll never have a uterus. You'll never do this. You'll never do that. And that's always like the first jab. I take a compliment to the only person that I got offended by, like going from like man to woman, to be honest, was like Bruce Jenner. How you got a whole daughter with a cosmetic line and you looking like the base clay part for the Bride of Chucky? You know what I'm saying? Like, out of all them lace frontals and stuff that they wear. But whatever. It just saddens me that he professes being a wonderful father. He professes, like, y'all stop being so sensitive about these titles. Like, and I don't think he's saying, I don't think he's saying at all, like, if somebody comes up to you and they disrespect you and they calling you this, that, and the other, and addressing you as a man when you're clearly living your life as a woman, I'm not saying, I don't think he's saying be cool with that. What I think he is saying is let all that other little stuff go. Like, we have such bigger battles to fight. And within you guys' community, within our community, because this gonna blow. As many options is coming around. Like, I have become obsessed with watching BBL videos. People that have transitioned and decided to go back and forth between the transition, and I can't get my mind past how much money they done spent. I'm like, damn, you dropping 50 bands every time you do this. That's a lot of money. Like, they going to Korea, getting their head shrunk forward, and got that thing around their face with the ice packs and stuff like that. Like, people are really investing into trying to figure out their gender dysmorphia and trying to figure out who they are. Like, the battle is so much bigger than these. You gonna run into ignorant ass people all the time. It does not matter. The only thing that should matter to you right now is you figuring out how you finna go into your 2020 and how you finna elevate yourself. And what's the next steps for that? And if you're going to be a drag queen, a transgender, if you're going to be a cisgendered, I guess that's me. If you're going to be bisexual, if you're going to be fluid, I ain't with no doing all that stuff on no animals and stuff. So I can't mention that and all that stuff. But whatever it is that you're going to be, and whatever it is that you're going to do, just do you to the fullest and take off in 2020. Like, pick your battle and pick your war. Because when you guys chose to walk that walk, or the walk chose you, because for everybody it isn't a choice. When the walk chose you, unfortunately, it's a long road ahead, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for people like Flame that's like, yo, y'all really don't hate each other for real. Like, let's just box it out real quick, duke it out. You say how you feel, I'm going to say how I'm going to feel, and let's move forward. But instead, our transgender brothers, sisters are getting killed by, like, That's scary. And people are really like coming at Flame. Because Flame, yeah, he might be speaking some truth that maybe it shouldn't have been said outside of the community. Maybe that should have just been kept in the community, some of the things that were said. I get it. Like, you know, some stuff that go down in your house when you growing up, you better not take that out the house. Or if your mama get wind of that, she gon'. Same thing. But he's trying to pioneer some stuff. And ultimately, at the day, I hear a message of peace. Do what you gotta do, get your money, get your checks, and go forward. And it doesn't necessarily mean giving of yourself sexually. That doesn't necessarily mean oh, I'm gonna do something strange for some change. That doesn't necessarily mean that. Because if you really look at it and you listen to, say, like a drag queen and a true transgender person talk, they be like, girl, I'm finna flip this damn wig off in the back and go cash this check right quick and be done, honey. Like, they pop their little titty pockets out and stuff and go about their day. And I'm a big fan of RuPaul. Like, me and my daughter watch it religiously. Like, we RuPaul fans. So anyway, I'm going to give y'all a sneak preview real quick of this. How to do this popping eyebrow. Eyebrow. We're not going to get into all that contouring and stuff. Just some little basics. And then y'all got to sign up for the $3 class. Because it's only $3. And the website is coming. The website's coming. I can't work the man to death. To death. Is my living in vain? Have you ever been like play working and then like the part you need to finish playing off the fact that you working ain't there no more? Is my living in vain? Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't mention a business. I mentioned Ash Said It. Because she got to interview Flame, which I'm going to willpower that to myself. Watch. 6 months, me and Flame going to have a conversation. Her links will be below. Some of our affiliate links will be below. That coldest water ever thing is the Trizu. Water be cold for days. Even though I'm not like a person that like will leave a cup of water and keep going back to it. I'm more so like, let's clean that shit out. But to each their own. I mean, you might be camping and then all of a sudden like some storm hits and you're in the Sahara Desert somewhere or Arizona and you start hallucinating and you need like the coldest water ever. And voila, here comes this out the blue, like, oh my god, man, I'm the coldest water ever person ever. And yeah, okay. So back to this eyebrow and then we done, because I gotta get some work done. So what I like to use is very basic, and I'm not giving away any tricks. And I'm gonna start with this eyebrow because this eyebrow is my tough one. This is when my face is relaxed. I'm trying to give y'all a little evil eye. Child, let me tell y'all, I was trying to do that video for y'all the other day and I had ran out of weave glue. Eyelash glue, but you can use weave glue. And so I called myself like, okay, let me see what I can find to like glue this together real quick. So I'm trying to glue this together or whatever. All I could manage to find was some glitter primer. So I'm up here like, you know what? This kind of gets tacky and sticky. I'm going to try and stick this eyelash on here with this glitter primer. It looked like somebody had... Give me an eggplant emoji with some raindrops all over my eyes. Okay? So, alright, let's get into this. I'm gonna pick this up so I can see a little bit better. Oh, there go that bright ass sun. Bright behind sun. So you can see a little bit of my space in the works. You see my age? Hey. But I ain't got no good light. Okay, we just need light right here. So the first thing I use is a regular spoolie. Spoolie. Sorry, my boss was messaging me. I had to act like I was paying attention. Regular spoolie. I like this one. When you look at your spoolies, can y'all see that? Can you? Where is this spoolie not in the camera? You see how sharp and thin that actually is? That's what you want. That's what you need. Now, I'm not going to go into all of the super dope tricks. But when you get into the class, you're going to be like, she got us lit. But this is enough to get you, like, on the go. You know what I mean? Get you a poppin' brow on the go. Where you at? I'm trying to get all this light. Like, don't worry. We're working on a backdrop to, like, go right there. Okay, so you see this? This is from AHF Pharmacy. Just a chapstick. I don't care who it belongs to. But chap them eyebrows down. I chap them down only because it gives you just a little bit more control of your hair. Where you want your hair to go. What direction you want your hair to go. Now, I haven't like evenly arched this or no mess like that. Like, this is like a piss poor arch job. Okay, so we got it in there. Now, y'all do not laugh. Let me try and clean it up a little bit. Hold on. I don't even know who this is by. It ain't even got no lid no more. I really legit, before I use it, sit it on top of my coffee pot. Because I'm usually drinking like a little cup of coffee before I go out. But y'all essentially see kind of how fair I am. And it just says chocolate. But in our class, I'm gonna show you some techniques of how to gradient out this eyebrow to where it's really smooth and to where it's really defined and really good looking. So in a little pot thingy, is pot like a word we can use? Like, I'm not talking about like drugs. For our reefer lovers, which I ain't got no shade. Love good thing of reefer, love good thing of reefer, shit. See, I had this one too, but you see how thick that is? That ain't gonna make for no good, like, line. That's too thick. Okay, so I have lightly coated, very lightly coated. Where's the damn thing? Lightly coated the brush. Should I back it up? Back the thing up. Okay. So let me get where y'all can see it. Okay, and the funny thing about this side of my face, guys, is one of the reasons that I was gone was because I had shingles. I had gotten shingles. And so not only do I have the beauty of hair not growing the same here anymore. I have scars. And take your time, take your time. Because remember, this isn't our we getting ready to go to the club. This is we trying to put this on so we can go to Auntie Gigi church event. We ain't got time to be beating our face for real. See, this is damn light. But I'm sure y'all, everybody hold it like this. What's this thing doing? And then we just taking a little bit. And just doing it like, we ain't pressing hard. We ain't doing none of that. We just getting some